Hammer, we are listening to the Mario 64 soundtrack for this stream. And I'm sorry I didn't read your message properly. You could always assume I'm streaming about now. Give or take half an hour. I hope I didn't wake you up. And yes, there's a reason why we're listening to this album, this OST. Because one of the issues we're looking at is about Super Mario 64. T-Dog, worst thing happened to me yesterday. I was downloading games to stream today, and I was leaning back and accidentally kicked the Wi-Fi USB stick, and guess what happened? You broke it? Yep, you broke it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's, you have to have some real know-how. Wow, Serga's gonna miss the GameInformer stream. I went to Walmart to see if they had one. They didn't. Went to Target. They didn't have one either. I'm sure these aren't super common because most people have just a regular modem or whatever and a plan or what have you. I don't even know what this thing does. It's USB stick thing. They asked you why you didn't have one built into your computer. Oh! It's I know what it is. It's the Wi-Fi the hardware. But external. Okay, I understand now. Yeah, man, like... For a lot of older computers, that was like a huge draw. You would be like, oh wow, this computer, it has a Wi-Fi adapter. Oh my god! And chat, we will probably be dropping frames a little, because I am on Wi-Fi. But we don't need super fast internet speeds to look at a goddamn magazine, so we'll be fine. My brother built this PC in 2019. He didn't install one. He was being cheaper, I guess? He was being a little... Or maybe forgetful? I'm not sure. Wi-Fi disconnected. Bad song to play. We are listening to the Super Mario 64 soundtrack. I'm gonna turn it down. It was 2 of the line parts? He blew his college money on it. Huh. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit so you guys don't have to listen to the horrible, high-quality Mario 64 soundtrack. And I ended up getting it because he got a microcomputer. Like, one of those Raspberry Pis. T-Dog is playing a lullaby in a stream despite the fact that I'm known to nap. Yes, Timmer. We're gonna put you right to sleep. I'm gonna start doing ASMR in a second. Put Magical Mystery Tour in 64 sound font. I wonder if you'd get claimed. Someone would have filed in the system for that already. In fact, I'm probably gonna get claimed for Super Mario 64 from, like, Materia Collective or whatever the fuck. We're not gonna listen to a whole bunch of sound font stuff, okay? I'm gonna play this. Raspberry Pi for what? Timmer's brother has one or something. Not sure. I don't think Materia Collective owns Nintendo Music. No. They, quote-unquote, own remixes or whatever. There was some drama about that, and they were like, ha ha, we don't care who uses our like, who abuses our copyright system. That's on you, the streamer. And it was like, some song written by some game composer in the 90s, and it was being claimed by some Materia Collective artist or whatever. They do own Undertale music, though. Oh, that was it! It was Undertale music. It wasn't old music. What am I saying? Well, anyway, I'm gonna get claimed by somebody from some... Latin auteur. Yeah, I'm gonna get claimed by Latin auteur. It was a micro pocket computer, small keyboard, mouse pad, everything. That sounds horrible to use. That just sounds like an annoyance. I'm gonna bring the software on screen. I downloaded some software to display this full screen without any wonky controls. Yeah, something like what Cirque said there in chat. Anyway, we're gonna start with Game Informer issue 40, August 1996. And then we're going to look at Game Informer issue 9, March to April issue 1993. So these were on an archive site, and I'm streaming an archive. Got me a couple times, got to remove the claims, that is. Yeah, I usually get claims removed pretty easily, because rarely, if ever, is it the actual rights holder claiming your work. Now let's talk about the Sega Saturn on this website. I'm trying to find the... Here we go. We're on the cover. So this is going to display 2 pages at once. Anyway, T-Dog, make sure there's no wasps or bees in the vicinity. I still have that stream burnt into my memory. Okay, I looked around. I don't see any. You're talking about the Skyrim stream I did, right? Where I slammed that wasp. Oh god, what happened? I was playing Skyrim VR once. Did it not switch over? No, it did switch over. Okay. I was playing Skyrim VR and I heard a buzzing or whatever. So I took off my headset and there was a wasp stuck between my blinds and my window, making a really loud buzzing noise. And so I grabbed a gigantic book. It was like the English canon of Victorian literature or whatever. It was like a giant volume of 100 years of important literature. huge, thick, massive tome. And I just slammed it on my window and then started punching it just to be safe. And the wasp died. And if you go back to the stream, you can just hear a large thump, followed by a softer thump. And then saying, I got it, I did it. Reminds me of the homunculus. Oh god, that guy's homunculus. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. Let's talk about Game Informer for a minute, because someone may not know the context of why I'm doing this now. Game Informer, as of 1 month ago, is no more. There's no more Game Informer. The last issue number like 358, came out digitally, and it's the last issue. I'm not going to be looking at the latest issues of Game Informer. They're still being sold online from the GameStop publisher or whatever. So I can't look at those, unfortunately. But I can look at these, and we'll celebrate the history of Game Informer and mourn its loss, because even though I didn't read it, I was looking through this earlier, and you know, they actually kind of beat PlayStation Magazine and the other ones in terms of design. I really like it. And there's some cool stuff in here and some hilarious ads. So, you know, it's got everything you would want out of one of these streams. Skip the explanation. No. Hi, at a place right now, but I said my farewell to Game Informer. Without that mag, I wouldn't have discovered Metal Gear and other well-reviewed games. I'm sure that's a story shared by so many other Game Informer readers. Dragon Cake. Thanks for coming. I'm texting while I'm having lunch. My audio is muted. Oh, okay. Credits music is fitting for this. You know, honestly, yeah. I thought you were busy. What the hell are you doing here? I learned about all my games from T-Dog. I guess some people were talking about that. I don't remember who it was, but I was watching some video on YouTube, and they were like, well, a lot of content nowadays where you get like news and stuff, it's just on YouTube. You watch your favorite YouTuber talk about the latest gaming news. But like, this is back when the internet was in its infancy. This is the best way to, you know, learn about upcoming games and games you might want to play. And I looked it up. This thing had like the same amount of issues in circulation at the end of its life. That probably doesn't mean it was super popular for all of its life, but it like printed 8 million issues at the beginning of its life and printed 7.5 million at the end of its life. I'm sure it would have gone on to be People's Magazine that they picked up for games for many years to come if GameStop hadn't shut it down. But hey, I'm not the CEO of GameStop. So I don't know, maybe it was bleeding them money. Well, who cares? The goddamn public service is what it is. Maybe that's going a little too far, but let's take a look at this. I'm gonna zoom all the way in on the cover just to get a real nice look at the Super Duper Mario. You're the CEO of Kmart. Jesus. Game Informer Magazine, Nintendo, Sega, Sony, 3DO, Arcade, PC, Codes and Strategies. The 3DO's included on this list. That's interesting. I wonder if we're going to have 3DO content. Here's Super Mario 64. He's back like you've never seen him before. I chose this issue because I thought it would be interesting to see Game Informer's take on, like, the revolution of 3D games, to see what people thought about it back in the day. And as you can see, his mustache, it looks like it's the same color as his hair in this photo. And he's on model. And there's Bowser, looking very surprised that he's about to get his hand stepped on by a gigantic Mario. Oh, look, down in the corner. That would have run me $5 in 1996. I wonder how much this magazine costs now, like their latest issue. And it looks like there's a thing on the Mortal Kombat trilogy. First look at the ultimate fighting game for the PlayStation and Nintendo 64. Around GameInformer 177 was my first issue, I think. Well, like I mentioned before, this is 40. Oh, sorry. Right, you can't hear me. Bye-bye, Dragon Cake. Thanks for checking out the stream. And look, there's a page on Turok Dinosaur Hunter, too. Awesome. Wish I could read more. Mario 64 issue looks cool. Well, if you can hear me, then I guess check it out for yourself. So, on the first page, the very first page here, we have an ad for Tetris Attack, which I've never played. I don't know anything about Tetris Attack. But it looks like there's a Game Boy and Super Nintendo version. And a really radical dude. Look at that dude. He's going after that Super Nintendo controller like it's floating away from him in a pool. Or maybe those gigantic cheeses up there are threatening him somehow. Customers' face when I tell them I don't have enough money to cash out their $1,000 ticket. Are all Tetris games not the same? This one appears to be a different game entirely. Look at the cover. You got, like, lines of star blocks and, like, giant cheese men falling from the sky. This must be, like, a spin-off game. Well, let's see what page 2 has to offer. Here's the attack part of Tetris Attack. There's more cheeses. Oh, we can see some gameplay. Let's look over here. Yeah, it looks like you're dropping like lines of star and triangle blocks, and that's how you make lines and stuff. Anyway, this other rad dude has text. Let's see what it says. Let's see what it says. All right. On the backwards baseball cap, next to this lad, on this lad's head, Tetris has gone crazy. Are you going to cut and run, or go head to head with Nintendo's new Tetris Attack? A block-clearing, brain-busting frenzy of fun! Take on a buddy in the 2-player mode, or test your attack strategy against the system. Either way, you're gonna end up panting and drooling through 5 levels of insane puzzles. Tetris Attack for Game Boy, for Super NES. For the unafraid, attack it today. Sweating and drooling over Tetris Attack. Sweating and drooling. Tetris sex! Thank you, Timmer. Play big or go home. Funko-Land National Video Game Championships by GameInformer magazine and GamePro, the #1 video game magazine. We'll have to check out GamePro one of these days. Puzzle League. This game is another game with Tetris strapped on. Puzzle League or Panel Dipon. I've heard of Puzzle League. So it's a Puzzle League ripoff, or Puzzle League-like. I wonder if Funko-Land has anything to do with Funko Pop. Maybe, maybe not. Must be a student age 18 and under. Oh, so it's... Oh, yay! Hey, everyone should be happy about that. You gotta be a kid to play in the championships. So, no, like, sweaty guy who spends way too much time playing games, like, destroying your 9-year-old brother, you know? It's literally Puzzle League. They changed the name here. Oh, so it's a localization thing. They localized it to Tetris Attack, because Tetris is the more well-known puzzle game. That kind of sucks, actually. I'm not super enthusiastic when people do that. They made a spin-off of it for Pokemon, too. I think I've seen that. Alright, so here we go. We got a story about Mario 64. From Myth to Reality, N64 finally released in Japan on July 23rd, and Game Informer has a story on its premiere game. I believe, at this point in time, the N64 had not hit the US market yet. And so this was your first take if you're an American. Pilot Wings 64, a Turok Dinosaur Hunter article. So those are the 3 big games for the N64, I guess it launched with. Turok being a first-person shooter. No dump trucks yet, huh? No, not yet, not yet. You got Hulk over here with some, some muscles, though. So we got some game reviews for the PlayStation, Genesis, Saturn. And there's a look at some new games. Jet Moto. I actually have a bootleg copy of Jet Moto. Uh-oh. Why did you say uh-oh? Zoom in on the Tiki Mask? You mean Uka Uka? He's or is it Aku Aku? I think that's Aku Aku. He's a... I can't believe I'm blanking on the name. Crash Bandicoot character. And he has like an evil twin or whatever. Yeah, it's probably very culturally insensitive. I never played that game, T-Dog. Well, it's this PlayStation 1 game. He looks very angry. He doesn't look very happy. Oh well. Let's look at this ad here. Oh, what is this? Letter from the editor. GameInformer's Return of the Gamers. And look, it's people's faces edited onto Chewbacca, Luke, Leia, C-3PO, and Han Solo. Aku Aku is the good one. Uka Uka is the bad one. Yes, that's right. We'll probably be reading something about that later. Because I know that issue 41 is actually about Crash Bandicoot. Hey, says Andy, the solo gamer. If you think hangovers are bad, you should try waking up after being frozen in carbonite for a couple months. Arg my head! Anyway, once I got my sight back, I woke up to find GameInformer has 2 new employees, Eric and John, that seem strong in the gaming force. Or at least that's what Paul said. Of course, that's not to say that they couldn't learn a thing or two from an old pirate like myself. While I'm thinking about it, did anybody see where the stinking Wookiee went? I thought it looked like infringement. Infringement? Star Wars infringement? I think this is parody enough. Would these fly these days without Disney is? Maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, Vinny, the video game Wookiee. Look at him right. I think he's got glasses and like a bat-shaped facial hair. All right, very interesting. And we also got Ryan, the princess. Oh wow, very progressive. A drag queen. What's up? This summer, it's summertime again in California, and just like in Tubin, I'm hitting the river in my cool new raft. Unfortunately, there's hardly anything new to play in the arcades, so I will just be soaking up the sun until July 4th, when Independence Day comes out, and I get to see some aliens smoke the White House. Until then, happy gaming, see you next time. Jesus Christ! He wants to see the White House get smoked. They must have been showing that one in all the trailers. What? I know, that's kind of out of pocket. This is pre-9/11. Pre-9/11, 1996. You have to be paying attention. 1996. It's pre-9/11. That's how this is allowed. I can't wait to see them aliens smoke the White House. A real quote from a real human in 1996. Alright. Rainer, C3 Rage 2D. Okay. Laugh it up, fuzzball. Vinny, put some pants on. And Paul, go levitate a rock. How in the world did I get stuck with the stinking protocol droid roll? Sure, I'm fluent in 700,000 video game languages, and I guess that's something to gloat about. But man, this mobile trash can character is cramping my style. Maybe my good buddy Vader can loosen his chain. Get off my leg, R2. Oh, God. Gross. The fuck? He's fluent in Java and C. My God. Too Enthusiastic Toes Up by Pixel and Qbert. Let's see. Do you want me to read this? I'm going to read the letter from the editor by Andrew McNamara, just as a little look into the past. The last month has been great. Not only did we see a lot of excellent titles at the E3 show. Oh, another thing that's defunct at this point. RIP E3. But now we... Wait a minute. Is that we're spelled with a comma? Hang on. Look at that, chat. We're, and it's spelled with a comma. Like this. I think that's kind of hilarious. We're starting to get them into our offices. And let me tell you, it's so crucial to play a game for a while. Why? Quite simply, because any game can have a cool intro or a nifty first level. But it takes an amazing game to stand up to the test of extended gameplay. For instance, Crash Bandicoot really didn't impress me much at the E3 show. Yeah, the graphics were great, but the levels seemed short and rather boring. Of course, all that changed when I got a copy of the game in our office and could finally get somewhere in the game. It makes that much of a difference. The only problem is that this little scenario can work the other way around, and I've been burned by it before. There are a couple games that come to mind, but let's let those games lie in peace. But let me promise you that we try our best not to believe the hype that comes along with every game. We strongly believe that the proof is in the pudding, not in how many ads are put in our book. What? They're popping off with the basedness here, man. This person has a lot of wisdom about games. What is his name? McNamara something? Andrew McNamara. So I guess the point I'm trying to make is that anybody can make something look good with glossy covers and computer-generated intros, but to tell what a game or a magazine is worth, you've got to look at the full spectrum of what they have to offer, whether it be better gameplay or honest reporting. As the holiday buying season looms closer and closer, just make sure you keep an eye on us, because we'll let you know the whole story. As a matter of fact, we'll have the inside scoop on the games of the Nintendo 64 next month. Well, it's time to log off, but remember to keep reading and keep gaming. Oh, and look, here's a little, it's meant to look like a movie poster credits. You got all the people who worked on it. You can read that if you want. I'm not going to read the whole thing. But man, this guy, what he has to say here, it goes tenfold today. Tenfold. And, dare I say, some video game reviewers have lost this sort of work ethic. The whole game journalists are bad at games thing. It's probably because they don't play the games as much as they should. They're being given too much work or just don't care. And they can't give any game the time it deserves. So they might end up giving a bad game a good score for a cool intro, or a good game a bad score because they never actually engaged with it on a deep level. Anyway, based as hell. Let's take a look at this ad. Oh, it's a contest detail. The contest. Cool. You got a Shining Wisdom. Never heard of that. When evil ascends and darkness consumes, wisdom will light the way, and bravery will make it shine. Look at this dude. He looks like a robot. I guess that counts as a dumpy. Nah, that's more leg than dump. What's a gamer to do? What is the doll to the right? What's wrong with cute, fluffy animals? Do you have a problem with cute, fluffy animals? Because if you do, I know a couple of cute fluffy animals that will kick your butt in Tekken or any other fighting game you can think of. Besides, did you think Rainer's a cute and fluffy animal? He just appears to us in his human form so we can associate with his video gaming skills. Otherwise, Rainer's true form is that of a large, very cuddly teddy bear, kind of like the one in Akira. Yeah, cute and cuddly, which is what I think of when I think of Akira. What the actual? Zoom in on that beast. All right. I'll read the chat while we look at this. Robot or armor? I don't know. It's definitely armor, supposed to be. T-Dog, would you really want that in your room? No. It has a man's face photoshopped on it. It's so terrible. Yeah! But look, he's got flowers! You know, I said that I liked some design choices. I take that back. The thumbnail was actually something really funny that I found. It was, you know, Super Mario dollar. It's like, oh, Nintendo's spending a lot of money. It's like, oh my god, Super Mario dollar. That's actually hilarious. T-Dog, chat votes 3-1 that the bear is awful. Yeah, I agree. No, I'll vote that. That's awful. That's an awful bear. Anyway, you can win up to $10,000, chat. Content details inside the package. 10,000 frames of SGI animation. Cool secret zones and items. So, what is SGI stand for? This is a Sega Saturn RPG? Can you clip it and move to the bottom of the screen and we can take him with us? You want me to steal him? I don't know. I feel like that's a GeoGuessr thing, like... Would I be stepping on someone's toes if I did that? I don't know. Does anybody else want me to do that? Do you want me to start stealing weird things? Revealed the truth about guys and gals. Steal him. Alright. One sec. This is gonna be really long and annoying. Silicon graphics. Interesting. Silicon Graphics Institute. Oh, so it's the company that produced... Wait a minute. Is this the Silva Gunna? Rip. April Fool's 2022. I got April Fool's. It's going bruh, 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 bruh. They were involved with a lot of pure-render graphics back in the day, like with Donkey Kong Country. They were heavily involved with the N64 development, I think. That's interesting, considering that this one was on the Sega Saturn. I guess they did a lot of work. Man, Church of Kondo trolled me, dude. So hard. Here we go. I'm stealing him now. I have to take a screenshot. This software isn't very good. When it's in full screen mode, you literally can't access the controls. I tried every button on the keyboard to get them back, but like, you know, load and save, all that good stuff, like settings, they're all gone. You can't access them in full screen mode. So I can't even minimize it at all. So I have to take a full screenshot, go to paint.net, okay. Paste it, crop the bear. Crop to selection. Save it. I'll just put it on the desktop. bear. I don't know how streamers do this fast. Like, people will grab an image real fast with the OBS. I don't know how they do it. I've looked for the option several times, but no avail. I'll just have to add an image source. T-Dog got trolled so hard that the stream died. The stream didn't die. You told me to slam on the brakes and put a stupid bear on stream. Chat, this is your fault. There. I apologize if the stream is a little choppy. So what's Dear G.I.? What is this? Revealed the truth about guys and gals. Hey guys, what's up? I was wondering if it's true that girls go for cute, mild type games. Games with cute, fluffy animals in them that have no meaning at all. I think that's a lot of crap. Personally, I don't go for that. I go for the fighting games with a lot of blood and guts. I play games for the fun of it, but mostly to see if I'm a better player than most of the guys I play in arcades. So is it true or not? What a progressive gaming magazine. And then I guess their response was this cute and fluffy animal bullshit. This is like cute Q&A stuff. Sega or Sony? The graphics are better on Sega, but why is it doing worse? I thought the new PC selection was great. I love the format of GameInformer. This is just like, isn't even Q&A. It's like just from the, oh my god. From fans. Oh look, there's fan art down there. Oh, look at that. That's kind of sick. Winner. George Hinkle, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That looks sick. That looks like something from straight from Doom or Alien or something. PlayStation 64-bit. PlayStation 65-bit. They made it that bear just to dunk on a fan. I know. That's kind of bad. Look, it's somebody's Mega Man X fan art with a stamp on it. I'm the king of sequels. Hear me roar. Here's some epic Chad Borg's chat. Pine Islands. And Scorpion. Guys, you have Beetle in your heads too? No. Don't make me start having the Beatles in my head. You got some... Sometimes it's hard to choose your fighter. Okay, some horny posted by Scott Lyles, Troy, Massachusetts. Borg's chat. Yeah, Borg's chat. And Nick Verona from North Dartmouth. You know what? I don't even know if it's Massachusetts. I don't know what they are. Foe's Fart. Yeah, I don't know who Foe is. Ass? Not big enough. No, look, they definitely flattened it. It's nerfed. Like Snake in Super Smash Bros. Here's a terrifying image on the left here. Troy, Michigan. Sorry, I forgot MI is Michigan. I never knew that to begin with. First off, in response to your request in your letter in the March issue, I love the new look of your magazine. Oh, right. They updated their magazine look from like a really ugly 90s vibe. That's a crime. They nerfed Snake. Yeah, that they nerfed Snake. Yeah. I do have a few suggestions. I really like the current reviewers, especially Rainer, but have you ever considered adding reviewers of the opposite sex? Maybe you should. Also, a way to get fans more involved with the magazine, perhaps some kind of contest. I like that that's on a page. The same page with contest winners. Like, you should have a contest. And by the way, here's the contest winners from our last contest. Looks like the thing I was making, if you know what I mean, T-Dog. You mean this? Oh, right. The two-headed, yeah. The two-headed man here on the left. Oh, there's a Space Jam image here. Well, I'm not gonna read everything. So let's look at this Mario 64 ad here. It's not an ad, it's a review. One small step for Mario, one giant leap for mankind. He's 8 megabytes, 64 megabits. He's a one-player 3D action platformer. Ooh, oh, they're throwing around that word 3D. Special features, 8 different camera angles. 8! Created by Shigeru Miyamoto. Multiple moves, including backflips, karate chops, super jumps. Beautiful. Read it. Beautiful 3D graphics, hidden areas, and everything we would expect from a Mario game, and then some. Battery backup with 4 save slots. Those are beta screenshots. Yeah, let's take a look. See if we can spot any beta elements. Timmer, do you know anything about beta? When did he ever karate chop anything? They mean the punch. Mario's punch move. They're mistaking it for a karate chop. I'm assuming. They gave it a 9.5 out of 10, only in Japan so far. What does 8 different camera angles even mean? You can look in 8 different directions, dude! I don't see anything that looks overtly Beta 64. Wait, that's a YouTube channel. Beta N64. Stuff. That's the correct, like, power wheel. It looks okay from what I'm looking at. Where'd the star come from? Mario gets down and dirty in the patch of pansies. It takes a steady hand to do the pull thing. I mean the punch, yeah. You can look in more than that. Yeah, you get to free range. There's the first, or over Mario's cap. Mario cam, or whatever it's called. Paul, the game professor. Mario leaves me completely dumbfounded, and also excited for what's ahead for the N64. It sets the standard for what all 3D action platformers should be. The music, the graphics, the music which you're hearing right now. An immense number of Mario moves leaves me in total awe of Nintendo and their new machine's ability. If you don't play the Mario 64, don't consider yourself in touch with video games. It's really hard to describe the enjoyment that this game offers, so I'll let the numbers speak. 9, 10 across the board. He has a PhD in games. Yeah, he's a professor in games. So, today, you wouldn't give this a 10 out of 10. It's clunky. But I have it on very good authority that this is essentially true what he's saying about, like, Mario's moves. I watch a few speed runners or whatever, and when they do N64, they always talk about how you can master Mario's movement in a level to such a degree where it just feels amazing to play. It's very clunky. Yes, extremely clunky. But to see experts and to hear them talk about it, you really gotta applaud Nintendo for what they did. It has staying power. If it had like a better camera or whatever, and maybe better controls, but well, here's the controls right here for you. All of Mario's moves. Look, Mario can quote-unquote sneak when he's close to a wall, but I know that's not true. That's just Mario pushing against a hitbox he can't go through. Like a ceiling or an out of bounds or whatever. There's no sneak. I'm not stealing anything else, Timur. I don't want to clutter the screen. Oh, we got two Bowsers here. They're the same image. Catch the bunny, and he'll reward you with a superstar. Welcome to Ghostville. They're just making shit up. Kick, swim, swim, slide. Replace the bear. I like the bear. I hate the bear. Nintendo 64 was released in Japan. Well, it's still 2 months away from North American release. GameInformer just couldn't wait to give you the story on Super Mario 64, the most impressive game available at the Japanese launch of the N64. True, I guess. Although the game is entirely Japanese, it plays just like any other Mario game you've played before, but this time in the third dimension. Not just a dimension of sight and sound, but of gameplay as well. Mario 64 takes the gamer to a world where anything and everything is possible through over 25 gorgeous levels. Again, I kind of find that hard to argue with, despite how much I don't enjoy playing this game. I don't know, man. I have a lot of respect for this game. They're lying. And then it goes into what you all know, what happens in the game. Oh, Mario starts out and yeah. From calm water levels to volcanic lava levels, you need all the moves Mario's got to make it through bowels of Bowser's Castle. Ooh, they got that one wrong. It's actually Peach's Castle. Oh, there's more moves. Look, you got wall kicks, backflips, crawls, sliding jumps. Like, just keep in mind that they took a lot of these moves away for future Mario games, and the sheer number of moves is pretty high. Behind every great hero, there's always a trustworthy cameraman. Yes. Well, that's their bit on Mario 64. Oh, look, go down. It's just push the stick forward. Yes, if you want to go down, you push the stick further. I think earlier in development, it might have been Bowser's. Keep in mind that as of right now, like this magazine, the game is out in Japan. The game is not out in America, so it would have to be that it's Bowser's Castle in the Japanese version, because that's what they're reviewing in this on this page, Japanese version of the game. Whoa! Oh yeah. I'll get to that. Just one second. Special bonus: Pilot Wings 64. I think this is another launch title. Pilot Wings starting out on the SNES, if you didn't know. Multiple perspectives, 4 hidden agendas. Hidden agendas? I hope this guy doesn't have any hidden agendas. It's 1996. People aren't ready for hidden agendas. 8 playable characters, monstrous worlds, battery save. Created by Paradigm for Nintendo. Available in Japan and September 30th in America. And we have everyone's favorite characters. Let's see who we got. Lark, who looks like a cool dude with gloves, and Zoe, or 28 on his shirt. I don't know. Kiwi, who's a literal child with a pilot's license. Seems ill-advised. T-Dog, do you have any hidden agendas? I mean, all the agendas I had from school are probably hidden somewhere. They gave a pilot's license to a child and an old man. Goose. I like their culturally insensitive only in Japan logo. Ah, yes. What's in Japan? The gates? What are they called? Whatever gates. And you have Iris, who appears to be wearing a crown. Well, I trust her to pilot a plane more than the literal child. And Hawk, who's a strong man? Yeah, strong man. All right, let's see. I've never actually played Pilot Wings, so let's take a look. Here's a dumpy for you. Here's a control group dumpy. There you go. Literally, no assage there at all. No dumpy. You want fun? Wario show you fun. Oh, God, don't say that. Collect the star on the first stage to fly as the Birdman. You mean get the wingsuit? Fly as the Birdman. That's like 5 pixels of dumpy. Well, like I said, it's the control group. We have to start somewhere. Uh, 9.5, 9.5. At first glance, doesn't look. I didn't think this looked all that impressive. The characters are fairly generic. You can say that again, and they look like a bunch of triangles. As I begin to get into the game, the visuals amaze me, and remnants of the 16-bit game emerged. The variety of missions, along with the increasing challenge, will keep me playing for a good long time. Exploring each stage is almost as fun as receiving the gold wings. Obviously, anyone who has a hankering for some flying should go for the wings. A worthy game to buy with the system. Not the Birdman. You must fly as the Birdman. And this game looks pretty chill. That almost looks like Mario 64 Castle there on the top, the middle top. The gyrocopter comes with unlimited missiles. Don't give them missiles. They don't need missiles. GI News, GameInformer News. Interplay Productions announced that it has been granted the license to publish games for the N64. Expanded version of their upcoming Star Trek Starfleet Academy. However, Game Informer's editor and resident psychic Andy McNamara believes that the first N64 title we'll see from Interplay is Clay Fighter 3 sometime in '97. Interplay, they published my favorite game. Well, not favorite, but one of my favorites. And here's the Nintendo of America dollar. Classic Attic Hall of Fame. There's a guy playing Pong. Like, people today would be like, classic games, and they'll show you Mario. Back in this age, they were like, classic games, they show you Pong. They go right back to the very beginning. Recall the games of yesterday with our monthly glance into the infancy of gamedom. To be sure, we won't list the obvious classics like Super Mario, Contra, or Zelda. We'll be diving deep into the void of obscure, yet entertaining games of the past. See how many of these games you can remember. Alright, chat. How many do you remember? They show you Pac-Man? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you see a lot of like, oh, it's Pac-Man, that's an old game. Yeah, Clay Fighter for the SNES. Fighting Golf? Oh, I know Fighting Golf. It's the one where you're a ninja. You hit a ball, and then on your way to go hit the next ball, you fight ninjas. Granada. Didn't that start, like, a bigger... Didn't that start a bigger series? I'm not sure. I actually recognize Elevator Action. I think I played that on an emulator at some point. And Video Olympics. I played that on a Atari 2600 comp disc. It probably sucked, but... Looks like Sony recently released an NBA game, MLB game, and I have absolutely zero interest in reading about that. I think you lent me that disc once. Did I? It was a comp disc for PC, like an old one. I don't remember that. I let you borrow a lot of games, though. Money. It's what they got. Hold on to your chair rails. I'm holding on! Nintendo of America is launching the biggest media blitz in video game history. Aside from development and licensing costs, Nintendo will spend nearly $54 million on the launch campaign for the upcoming N64 system. You gave me your whole disc case thingy. Yeah, that's right. So I must have left it in there then. Yeah. Of that amount, $20 million will be spent on media alone. Nintendo has partnered with such power players as Nickelodeon, Kellogg USA, and Blockbuster Video. By this Christmas, we'll all be eating and breathing Nintendo 64. On the other hand, we may have a healthy helping of PlayStation on our brains, as Sony plans to spend around $50 million on marketing in the next 6 months. Wow, really puts it into perspective. Games are way more expensive now. This note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. You heard it here first, folks. Nintendo 64, $1. Mario's our president. Legal tender. Rayman. Oh, we got some Rayman stuff here. And Kingsfield from FromSoft. Ooh. Interesting. After Ubisoft leveraged their market position with the release of 1995's hit Rayman, they're back at it again. This sequel to America's favorite fun game. While GameInformer liked the first Rayman, other publications were more adamant on their praise of the game that's considered fun for all ages. Rayman 2 retains all the kooky action, but adds spanking new gameplay. Spanking gameplay? Wow. Spanking new graphics. 6 new worlds and 70 wacky levels help Rayman free his old friends from Mr. Dark Zoo. Yada, yada, yada. That's pretty interesting. I sure do love Ubisoft. Yeah, Ubisoft. I've never actually played early Rayman games. I saw some at, like, Goodwill once or twice, but I never played them. I only saw that newer one. Was it a 3D platformer, or was it always 2D? Titus Science's N64 development. Nintendo hosts E3 competition for Tetris Attack. Interesting. I tried to put a bunch of spaces between Ubi and Soft, and YouTube cut it out. I bought Rayman 2 for N64. It's 3D. That's right. But is Rayman 2 any good? Like, no one remembers it as a classic, right? Even the best knight needs a squire. Maybe you had a problem with the Copper Knight. Perhaps you want to know how to get past the Kraken. This sounds like Dark Souls advice. Copper Knight. Sounds like a Dark Souls boss! There's also a slim chance you haven't figured out how to beat the slimes. If you're feeling small and insignificant, in the massive environment of ASCII Entertainment's Kingfield, developed by FromSoft, then you probably need the help of Prima Publishing's Kingsfield Unauthorized Game Secrets. Stem of a book was written by Kip Ward. Kip Ward? Isn't he, like, really famous? Kingsfield, very, very slow game. It is. I have Kingsfield 2. Yeah, Kingsfield 2. You just crawl along, man, and then you die. That's the game. You crawl around at a snail's pace, and then you die. Comic Watch. Oh, yay! Look, they got a little comic thing here. Let's look at this, since this is just recapping some other things, and it's a bit about the Gex developer that's gonna, I guess, they were developing Gex 2. Whatever. You got Spawn, Issue 1, Shattered Image, Issue 1. This is, in fact, the very first all-out Image Universe crossover. Oh, okay. Image Comics, right. They were sort of bigger. No premarital Gex. I've never even played Gex. Chrono War. I've heard of that. It's a Dark Horse.
And Nightwing #1 from DC Comics. He's getting... He's in the new Teen Titans show, I think. For anyone who likes Teen Titans. Come this December, PlayStation and Windows 95 users have the chance to interact with the entire Marvel 2099 universe, courtesy of Mindscape. Play as a Punisher, Thing, Ghost Rider, December, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Mr. Fantastic, and the Hulk. Rumors stated that certain characters would be needed to conquer certain tasks. Okay. I think the music is over. I'm going to switch over to the music. And I'm also going to look up a review of that game because I want to know what it got. So, chat, what OST should we listen to next while I look up this Marvel PS1 game? Mother 3, Oh my god, chat! We got lore! Ocarina of Time, Mother 3. Listen to this. Marvel 2099, One Nation Under Doom, was a canceled game for the PlayStation developed by Mindscape Inc. It was loosely based on the One Nation Under Doom storyline in Marvel's Doom 2099 comic. It was envisioned as a 2D side-scroller with 3D rendered characters. Ooh, it got canceled, chat. Got canceled. None of the sources here are from GameInformer, though. They're all from that other one that they mentioned at the beginning, GamePro magazine. I'll tell you what, chat. I'm going to look at the cover of the other issue. No, I'm not listening to the earworm. You're not going to trick me with that. So, issue 9 is the one we're looking at next, but I'm not skipping. Bubsy, we're listening to the Bubsy 3D soundtrack. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not listening to Bubsy, okay? Bubsy is on the front cover of GameInformer issue 9. I think my phone just died. Yes, it did. Wow, look at that, chat. Can you just hold on 1 second? I'm gonna go grab a charging cable, and I'll throw on whatever. I'll throw on the Mother 3 soundtrack. Why not? I'll let you guys listen to that for a bit. I need to plug in this so I can look at chat. We're already an hour in. I want to get to the other one. 250 videos. You're not telling me this game has 250 songs in its OST. I'm scrolling down to the bottom. Well, anyway, this doesn't seem like a trick. Well, I sent you the best one. Whatever, we'll listen to the whole thing. Or as much of it as we can. Be right back. They're just gonna go grab a cord. Alright, chat. I'm back. Got a cord and it's charging. I'll just check back on chat every now and then. So let's just skip past anything that looks sort of generic. Acclaim Studio 3DO. Looks like there's some 3DO advertisements here. Insomniac's Disruptor does the M2 Shuffle. Universal Interactive's in-house development company, Insomniac Games, was originally planning to release their upcoming Sony PlayStation title, Disruptor, for the 3DO. The word is that Insomniac was trying to confirm a solid release date of the M2, and Panasonic had trouble doing so. Instead of continually waiting for the firm confirmation of the status of the M2, Insomniac and Universal Interactive decided that the best move would be to head for the PSX development. Oh no. Whoa, dude! Look at that periscope! That looks really fun, actually. Like a little periscope cabinet, you play a sub game or whatever. Yeah, like none of these games look like they have much staying power. They're all in the 3DO. Video game trivia. Oh, let's see. True or false? There are... Oh. What the heck? Let's see how many of these you guys can get. Answers on the bottom of page 19. True or false? There are 60 titles for the SNES beginning with the word Super. I'm going to say true. 2. What is the name of Sonic's foxy friend? That's Tails, obviously. What was the name of the Sega Genesis peripheral that translated body movement into play control? God knows. How was color implemented in the arcade classic Star Castle? Probably with vector graphics, I would guess. What was the first arcade game to feature music? That's a hard one. I don't know. Electronics Conservancy's Videotopia tours the U.S. The latest addition to the touring museum craze is the Electronic Conservancy's Videotopia. Look at the ongoing history of video games. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this Seawolf thing, that looks really interesting. Like I like light gun games because they have a lot of interactivity you don't get at home. And like Tron, that looks fun. Of course, Tron based on a movie. Or no. Was it? Which was it? Yeah. The game was based on the movie. Anyway, let's look at the answers to the trivia here. Okay, false. There are 57 SNES titles beginning with Tails. Beginning with Super, sorry. I got Tails right. Sega's Activator. Get activated. This vector graphics-based game used a cover overlay on the monitor to achieve the illusion of color graphics. I knew it was vector graphics because that was when they first figured out how to get colors. It was on old vector Atari games or whatever, and you would have just sort of lines. They could even simulate 3D kinda, but yeah, they used overlays because it was just white lines, so you use overlays over that, give it color. It was Atari's 1975 release entitled Steeplechase that had the first audio. Interesting. Look at this thing. Oh, what is this? Max Media TV Pro 2? It's Mac and PC friendly. It looks like it's a peripheral to use a remote with your computer or something. Wait, chat. Nobody told me you guys couldn't see the screen? Oh my god. Anyway, we got some potential dumpage up here. This is why I need my phone on the side, because I would have seen that if my phone hadn't died. Anyway, it was mostly things I was reading, so... I can't tell if this guy's facing towards or away. Okay, but look at this. Zoom real close. You can't tell me that that guy in the black jersey doesn't have a dump truck. This is his leg, and this is the size of his jersey. You see that? We could see it, now we can't. You're kidding. My bad. Now you can see it. Anyway, look at this guy in the black jersey. I think he's the biggest dumpy so far. Again, though, it's just because you can't really see what's going on. Oh, if you want to contact GameInformer, there you go. The cartridge versus disc debate continues. I love how this debate, like, goes back and forth throughout history. Like, we went to discs, and then we went back to cartridges. A baseball game. Wait, baseball game. Hang on. Nope. Nah, they're really small. Wait a minute! Ah, Double Dumpy! I found him. I found Double Dumpy. Look at that. Look at him throwing it back. Wow, there's a Triple Dumpy! Quadruple Dumpy! Look at this guy on the left. Wow! Even a head-first slide won't make him safe on this steel. No, these asses are lame. It doesn't count unless it makes you go, whoa. But this is the best we got so far. There's he's sticking his ass out. Whatever. Kodiak. Oh, it's a third-party controller. It looks so ugly and it doesn't have analog controls. The playpad. Ugh. The new transparent Ultra playpad is now available. Ugh. Funko Lands. What is this wacky-ass music? Slow select and start button. Ah, there's no auto fire. That's lame. Freak boy! You're freaking me out, man! I am Freak Boy. Hear my roar. It's New Year's Day. You're sitting on your home planet of Hedron, trying to shake off your headache and counting how many resolutions you've already broken. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a bunch of aliens from a parallel dimension who call themselves a blah blah blah. Freak Boy is actually an action-adventure game which takes place over 25 distant worlds. You'll be in control of a hero who needs to fight and destroy over 50 enemies that threaten your peaceful existence. Freak Boy, chat. Freak Boy. Oh, I leveled up, chat. Look at that. Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey. Oh, let's see what we got here. Look, you can see the same pose here and here. That's kind of a chunky ass. I remember one of the times the chunkiest ass was a hockey player. He walks in unmolested. Look, but they put definition on it, chat. You can see that they put definition on it. Some Mortal Kombat here. Never played Mortal Kombat except for on the arcade. The local arcade has a cabinet for Mortal Kombat. Ah, Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Or Turok Arm Hunter. Sorry, Turok Darm Hunter. It's Hunter be hunted. That is a wide-ass man. But not a wide ass, unfortunately. These are taken like seconds apart. And Nintendo 64 on September 30th will be unleashed upon gamers across America. It sounds like a disease. With it, Acclaim will simultaneously release Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, based on the comic book by the same name. For those who are unfamiliar with the Turok comic book, I'll fill you in. We get a little bit of storyline. I don't really care about the story of Turok. We got too much time that we need to... Oh my god. He looks so happy to be about to have an axe embedded in his brain. Oh man, I really should pick up a copy of Turok Dinosaur Hunter. It's a classic that I haven't played yet. Alright, next page, chat, next page. It looks like this guy has his legs on backwards. Look at him. Whoops. Chat, we're not even halfway through this issue. We're gonna have to do like a special double feature. Or not double feature, tomorrow I'm going to stream the next issue. So I'm gonna take my time with this one, alright? And tomorrow we'll do part 2 with Game Informer issue 9, Bubsy. So for now, let's take a look at these Turok screenshots. Just a simple knife. Oh, we're going to Moonside, I guess. Time Commando. It's only been 30 minutes. I think you can finish it. 1 hour. It's been 1 hour. It only says 30 minutes because I guess I cut out for a second. But if I go here to the dashboard, I've been streaming for 1 hour and 21 minutes. And we're only halfway through. It must say 30 because I dropped too many frames somewhere. But it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes, and we're only halfway through. Time Commando! Conquest of the Viral Conquistador. He's gone viral, chat. This game kind of looks cool for an N64 game. My, that's a large... thing? The future, but violent but beautiful. I guess these are pre-rendered backgrounds. Yeah. Travel to exciting new eras, meet new people, and, well, you know the rest. Wait for my older brother, Gruff. A groaner. A real groaner of a joke there. Time Commando will be the newest addition to the increasingly popular realm of 3D action-adventure games. Hell yeah. You got special features up here, third-person over-the-shoulder perspective, extremely detailed polygon characters, over 50 different weapons, and level designs ranging from the past to the present. By Adeline Studios. I'm gonna look this one up. I'm curious about Time Commando. Time Commando. Action-adventure game developed by Adeline Studios, published by EA, Activision in America, and Virgin Interactive, and Acclaim in Japan. Well, it was released. It has actually, look at this, 9 out of 10 for the Steam re-release. This must have been like a classic. People must have fond memories of Time Commando. I've never played it. I might have to put it on my list as well. Bogey Dead 6. Oh, it's first-person jet fighter. It's kind of interesting. back then, you know, gamers usually split themselves up into groups. Like, you had gamers who liked simulators, gamers who liked RPGs and whatnot, and I guess this really appeals to the simulator crowd. A lot of arcade games attempted to be simulators too. Like, I guess that submarine one I saw was also kind of like that. Olympic Summer Games. You don't even have to train. Is breakdancing here? Why didn't they have this sport in high school? Oh. Look at it. He's holding that gun like a 3D model holds a gun. Stuck to his hand. Look, more baseball. Okay, it's not his ass, but this guy's body looks wrong. He just looks sideways. Weird. Can't seem to get my car pointed straight. I guess they had a lot of trouble with this one. I mean, dude, you're crashing into a car in this one here. And this one. So what do you expect? Destruction Derby? Yeah, you're gonna be backwards. Oh my god. Cortex in there, over there. Oh my god! I have this game! Robotron X! I actually have this one. This game is enough to make you sick, literally. After playing this game for 20 minutes, don't be surprised if you have to go outside and take a breath of fresh air. The first-person perspective in this one... Oh, this is about Burning Road. Adventure in Dramamine? What the hell? So this is a first-person like racer that looks like shit. Awesome. Anyway, often when a classic game like Robotron is taken and converted to a contemporary format, it loses that old-school arcade feel. Original Robotron fans need not worry because X keeps you on the edge of your seats and looking for a way out of the mayhem, which of course you'll never find, just as much as the original. The version we have to work with here at GameInformer is only 25% gun. But it's fun to play and can easily be put out on the market right now. New possibilities include power-ups, which your enemies can pick up as well, varying backgrounds, and a cooperative multiplayer mode for those who want a feel of what it was like to be a gamer in the 80s without losing the bells and whistles they've been accustomed to, or veterans of the original who want more without losing any of the original style. Robotron X is definitely worth keeping an eye on. And they really mean it when they say it. This game is a pure 100% arcade game. You play until you die. There are 100 levels. And it's pretty fun. It's like a twin-stick shooter. But you shoot with the C buttons or whatever, or maybe you shoot with the stick and you move with the C buttons anyway. It's fun. I actually like it. It's in my collection. Unlike this guy, Crash Bandicoot. Looks like a mascot, is all I could say about it. Cortex over here, he, something going on wrong with his eyeballs. Yeah. Funny, I don't remember these gems. Oh god, it's skipping around. There we go. Funny, I don't remember these gems being here the first time. Ha ha ha. In this game, you replay it a few times to unlock secret paths. Or you have to collect or do a time trial thingy. I don't remember. I've only seen videos about Crash Bandicoot. To be honest, I've never played anything but Crash Team Racing, which I do own. I have that one on PlayStation. Last month, GameInformer gave you a sneak peek at the first 16 levels of Sony's upcoming release. Oh my god, I wish it would stop doing that. Crash Bandicoot. Since it's only a preview, could you stop? Since it was only a preview about, the only thing you could get out of it was that the graphics were exceptional, and it will be a classic platformer. But there's more to Crash than meets the eye. This crazy marsupial, with the help of Naughty Dog, Universal Interactive Studios, and Sony Computer Entertainment, is getting ready to do to your Sony PlayStation. Crash! You can't have sex with my PlayStation! To find out what this little guy was really up to, we decided to go straight to the dog's mouth. The naughty dog, to be exact. Why did they write "looks like a mascot" to make it look like it's part of the title? Crash Bandicoot, he looks like a mascot. Oh, I died and lost a life. Crap. And, it's more Crash? Yeah. That looks really racist. Crash likes to stand really close to the TV. He's doing his side eye. He's looking at the PlayStation 1. Tron and Blood? Dungeons & Dragons game. Warriors of Ravenloft. It's a 1 to 2 person head-to-head fighting game? Yeah, it's a fighting game in the D&D universe. Wow, it looks like shit. Oh, but look, you got your archetypes here. Translating the elements and ideas found within a pen and paper RPG to a polygon-based fighting game format is a difficult task indeed. Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Iron and Blood, a cutting-edge premier fighter that goes far beyond the modern-day fighting game standards. I don't know, man. I don't think this will be remembered well. Like, there's a dude with nipple rings! And a gimp mask! Someone's playing the musical Saw. Jumping Flash 2. Interesting. Jumping Flash was the first fully 3D game, wasn't it? And the sequel is already out as of 1996. Or maybe it came out on the SNES or something. Anyway, Jumping Flash is like a first-person game where you jump around. And the perspective, like you're standing on the ground and you're looking forward. And when you jump, the perspective like whips down and looks to face you straight down, so you know where you're facing, and it kind of looks fun. But it also looks like something someone would come up with if they realized that they had the technology available at last to do a fully 3D game. So like, okay, first person, so you could look around. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, jumping's going to be weird because you can't see where you're going to be landing, so you got to face directly down and see Jumping Flash's feet. John Jumping Flash. I don't know, it looks kind of interesting. Soccer game? Whoa! Look at this! We got some infighting here. Rainer and Paul disagree. Soccer games are a dime a dozen. It's finally nice to see one that offers something a little different with an Olympic challenge. And Paul says the soccer games for the PSX are sure piling up. This game doesn't have the greatest graphics, but it is very playable. The computer is fairly stupid, and I did find that the really good teams get away with too much. In terms of options and settings, there are plenty, but the announcer is far too repetitive. Olympic soccer is Olympic soccer is pretty solid, but doesn't come close to being a must-have title. You heard it here first, folks. Olympic soccer sucks. Oh, here's that Disruptor game. Chain gun packs a serious punch. Pick up the psychic energy left by your fallen foes. Every level is filled with tons of different texture maps and lots of lighting effects. Oh, cool. Watch the screen light up as your psionics ripple through your enemies. This game kind of looks cool. I mean, obviously it's going after Doom, but look at this dude. He looks kind of scary. This double-barrel weapon can fire one blast or two at a time. Wow. Oh, God, chat. That's not what he looks like. Hi, guys. It's me, the Incredible Hulk. Oh, Hulk. He looks so bad. He looks good here because it's straight from like a comic book. What the hell is this supposed to be? I am King Midas, and I touched myself. The 32-bit behemoth. There he is. Oh my god. Oh, this was published by the Tomb Raider people? I bet this one sucked. Anyway, moving on. VMX Racing. Looks like one of them extreme sport thingies. Kind of cool looking. I like off-road racing games the most on the PS1, just because all the normal racing games on the PS1 feel samey to me. But like, oh, here's a bike and like you do big jumps. It feels like Mario Kart, you know? It's a little more interesting to me. Spider, an 8-legged adventure? Dude, Spider adventure platforming? Has biotechnology gone too far? If you ask Dr. Kelly, the leading researcher in nanomachines, he'll tell you the research we're doing is very important, but I fear what would happen if my machines fell into the wrong hands. Who or what would these wrong hands be, you ask? Unbeknownst to Dr. Kelly, a powerful high-tech corporation is planning to steal his cybernetic technology. Hired goons bust into his lab and open fire. Wounded, the doctor falls on the floor as surly henchmen steal the technology. What the goons don't know is that Dr. Kelly, while lying on the floor, has accidentally imprinted his consciousness onto the nearest cybernetic organism, a robotic spider. Hey, I like that concept. I like it. That sounds fun. I'd play that game. Power Slave. I played this for 10 minutes. Power Slave is a Doomish game set in sort of Egyptian mythos. What we've gathered of the plot from the demo is that you're helping a god elude the enemies who are attempting to control it. So I'm the John Power Slave. Who needs a BFG when you have a magic manacle? Yeah, am I right, fellas? Fellas? This is the Cobra Wand. It shoots cobras. They're comparing, ugh. I can't speak because I've been speaking too much. The comparisons to Doom are a little unjustified. I think that game has a identity of its own. Road Rash? Why would you call your game that? Electronic Arts has once again itched their rash, and it's time to and this time it's moved to a new host? The Sega Saturn? This game is like a rash you can't get rid of. Wow! Hey guys, this game is a contagious rash with seepage. Why don't you play it today? Anyway, once again, the Essence, they started 2 paragraphs with Electronic Arts has once again. Oh, they did, didn't they? Once again, the essence found within is nothing but rock and roll and thrashing. A&M recording artists Soundgarden, oh, hell yeah, Paw and Hammerbox and a handful of others added the excitement with their progressive testosterone-filled angst. Go listen to Super Unknown right now. Go do it. Just click off my stream. This is Area 51 was an arcade game that we had at yeah, it was the old laser tag place. Do you guys remember this game? Did you have it in your place or whatever, wherever you are? Because I remember this one very well. I did not know it had a light gun, like, PlayStation release. But yeah, this is all very familiar to me because I used to see the preview. Vinny the Video Vigilante. Oh yeah, this is a good game. Although almost 2 years old, that could have been made so much better if someone had only cared. Alas! It's a bad port. Oh, they don't like it. Whoa, 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 what's this? Gun Griffin, the Eurasian conflict. This is like a Armored Core game, dude. This is another one of those simulators. Yo, Sam, it's Phil. You want to ditch this war and grab a bite at McDonald's? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. I wouldn't be surprised if this one was developed by FromSoft, because they have a lot of mech games. Like Armored Core, but like also Metal Wolf and what was the other one that they had? I don't remember. Zone of the Ender is not FromSoft, is it? No? Maybe? No, probably not. It's a resource war game. Okay. Need for Speed? Like, this is the kind of game I find really boring on the PlayStation, because it's just... Ah. The NSX. Whee! That pretty much sums it all up. It's not the first racing game I would buy, but it's worth checking out. Says, Vinny the Video Vigilante. Baku Baku. Oh, this is a weird Tetris Attack game. I'm going to out on a limb, not really, and say that this is the best puzzle game for the Sega Saturn. Sure, it's a variation of countless other games that have appeared on numerous platforms, but it can be played by anyone and can be quite addictive. Puyo Puyo Sun was on this system, man. That's gotta be the best puzzle game for the Saturn, right? Wait, I recognize this song. This is that song with the really good bass line. These animals look ugly. That is nightmare-inducing. Just want to give you guys a real good look at this guy. And look at this. What is that? It's time to feed the animals? Okay. What is that? Uh-huh. This game is terrifying. I'm not looking at this anymore. Back issues. Sometimes you lose them, and other times people take them from you. But whatever you do, don't go through life without a complete collection. Order now before these priceless issues become obsolete. It's really interesting. It would be really interesting to know who has the most complete collection of any given magazine. Oh, and I was thinking of showing you guys a video that Game Informer people released where they go through their vault. They have all this like press release stuff, like press kits, and what is that creepypasta Mario? Special 6-page Ultra 64 report including technical specs, pics, and Ultra's controller. Oh, the Ultra. They called it the Ultra 64 back then. But they're already talking about PlayStation games. I guess this is like an early Mario. But they still call it the Ultra 64. Despite the fact that it's not called that in this issue. They're just copy and pasting text from that issue. The Nintendo Ultra 64. Anything else here worth looking at? Arcade to home transitions have been the mainstay of game publishers since the days of Pong. Look at that, chat. People have been re-releasing video games since Pong. Duck Hunt was given a 5 out of 10. Look at that. Because it's fun for a non-gamer. And they give Excitebike 8.5, dude. 8.5. Whoa, dude, look at these graphics. Look at those graphics down there. Rama? Rama looks a lot like Myst with its funky mechanics and puzzles. Only Rama will have numerous life forms, violent and no, to discover as well. If Arthur C. Clarke stands behind the game, then it's probably going to be great. Arthur C. Clarke? Rama is based on best-selling stories by Arthur C. Clarke, and he narrates throughout the game. Man, people used to be more involved with video games back then. If like, not commonly, but if you had somebody famous who wants to get into a game, they just write it, do the entire narration, or with, you know, David Bowie didn't just have his music in Nomad Soul, but he was in it and doing a concert or whatever. Oh, look, they're talking about an Ultima game with an online chat. Very interesting. Looks like they gave Catfight a 1. Duke Nukem 3D screensaver. 4.5. It's a screensaver and not a very good one at that. Very funny, very funny. Ooh, look at this. Win the ultimate gaming rig. Over $20,000 in prizes. You get a Jaguar, a Virtual Boy, a 3DO, a Sega Saturn, and a Sony PlayStation. Dude, the person who won this would have a return on their investment 3 times, dude. And a PC? If you look at Bo's album that's in Omicron, the special edition has tracks that say Omicron version. His discography is forever tainted by David Cage's foul hand. Word. Oh, these are all separate prizes here. And all you have to do is... Why the hell am I here? All you have to do is solve this puzzle here. See if we can solve it, chat. Hey, 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 this song is infringing on copyright. Wait, how does this word grid work? Mystery word grid? Word list and letter code chart. Pinch, break, stomp, crush, press, punch, stand, score, blast, spray, press, slant, wreck, turbo, dream, chase. Mystery word clue. World rulers have it, and in this contest, you have it. Middle letter is W. All right, chat, you want to guess? So the first... What do you mean, letter, code, chart, word list? I don't understand. Pinch? W? Oh, I see. Okay, so you fit 4 more words, and then it gives you the mystery word. So we gotta find which words fit. So I guess it could be chase. Chase could be the top letter. So P. Wreck. Press. Press is there twice. Break. It could be any with the E in the middle, so I'm just gonna ignore that one. Pinch in the middle for W. Power. Oh, yeah, the answer is power. So, which means the second word is dream. I solved... Yes, I know! Power. Which means that's stand on the bottom. And... press. Okay, we solved it. You solved it. Put the answer in chat. Crazy. Twisted Metal preview. Mission Impossible preview. Blast Chamber. User-friendly RPG over here. Looks kind of cool. Got some football. Let me zoom in on those football. This Mission Impossible game probably wasn't very good. Why does it look like they're wearing diapers? Wait a minute. This guy. You can see his buns even though it's completely crushed. The quality. That guy's got the buns. You can't tell me that's not. Herc's Adventure. This looks like a really silly. Oh, it's hand drawn. Created by LucasArts. That looks ahead of its time. Does it not? I mean, it looks like an indie game. At least one of these guys counts. We need a wall of fame for the asses. Yeah. Maybe when I get more of these streams done. This Jet Moto guy looks like he's got a gigantic ass, but it's just his Jet Moto. Sorry, T-Dog, I fell asleep. It's okay. Mr. LucasArt drew it himself. LucasArt. Hey, look, it's Mr. Bones. Yeah, that's the one where you have to give a stand-up comedy show for a bunch of skeletons to win a boss fight. This is really charming, but also really bad game. You should definitely watch a YouTube video about it if you haven't already. Oh God! Ow! What is this? What is this fetish art? Get this off my screen. Secret access. Oh, we got codes, dude. You can skip Johnny Bazooka Tone by putting in the code Walker Overtime, Villa, or End Boss for the different levels. Aliens 3 for the SNES. I'm looking for some real interesting ones here. Code of the Month. Magic Carpet PlayStation. Finally, for those of you who've run into a roadblock at level 49, here's your passport to level 50 and beyond. Enter the options screen and hit triangle, triangle, circle, square, triangle, circle, triangle, square. Once entered, a hidden option should appear, allowing access to all 75 levels. Plus, while the code is in effect, enter any game and pause, hit triangle to activate all the spells, square to increase your mana supply, and circle to complete the current level. So you can literally just click a button to win. Cool. Chat, what the fuck am I looking at? Looks like Lifesavers gummies are not new. It looks like AI generated? Nah, dude, no. You would need to be demented to come up with this. Weapons, sharp teeth, slurpy tongue, and gummy loogies? It's beautiful. Fruit Loops got nothing on that. Let's drink it in, chat. Drink in what? This is horrible. Sonya, you came back at the wrong time. Chat, we gotta check out that website. www.gameplayers.com. Let's see if it's still around. It's loading. Connection to gameplayers.com is not secure. Continue to site. The connection to GameSpy.com. Oh, so it redirects to GameSpy. GameSpy, powered by IGN. It just took me to a different game review site. I guess they bought the... They bought that that domain up. So gameplayers.com is no more. It's now GameSpy. I know GameSpy. GameSpy is not like a scam website. It's just like an IGN review site. I think. Is IGN still around? I'm pretty sure. Watch it be like the worst scam website, or worst like viruses of all time from a website that looks like it was last updated in 2012. That's an ad for baseball, isn't it? Heart of Darkness, computer game sampler. Free with gummy savers. Go to gameplayers.com. You mean Heart of Darkness by... oh, crap. Don't tell me I forgot the guy's name. Conrad? Yeah. By Conrad? That Heart of Darkness? It doesn't look like it. Heart of Darkness is about But a boat and a dude on a boat in Africa. Better wear gloves for this one, they say. Ah, Made with Love by Retro Mags. Our goal is to preserve classic video game magazines so that they are not lost permanently. And if you want to help, then you can go to retromags.com and help them out. Thank you very much. And wow, chat. That's kind of interesting to look at. So tomorrow we're going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be looking at Game Informer episode, issue 9, which has the classic cover, and you're going to get a laugh out of it. And it's all about Bubsy. I'm guessing it's not about Bubsy 3. It's about the Bubsy SNES game, maybe. Again, apologize for the dropped frames. There's nothing I could do about that. I'm gonna go exercise my neck. It's stiff. All right, people. We only got to track 50. Track 50. All right. All right, I'll see you guys later, or tomorrow. Same bat place, same bat time. You know it. Bye.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.